Alright, so I'm heading off to work one morning in my rusted out 76 Bronco. I get out to close the garage door and I notice behind me a telltale sign of a leak trail. So I take a quick peek underneath the engine and this is what I see. I was able to come up with three positive aspects for this scenario. One, a new fuel pump only costs about 30 bucks. Two, it only takes about 20 minutes to swap one out. And three, neither the Bronco or myself became a 60-mile-an-hour fireball somewhere out on the highway. What sucks is the amount of life I actually got out of the pump. This is the box that the pump came in. I've been using it to hold an emergency spare, and for something that's been sitting around on the back of the Bronco, rolled around with a bunch of the tools and jacks and tire irons and chainsaw, it's in relatively good shape. And that kind of got me to wondering just how much life I actually got out of that pump. So I dug out the old maintenance and mileage logbook here, and going back in time to late February of 2010 is when I installed that pump. And so it means less than 2 years that it ran and less than 23,000 miles. The emergency spare, which was the pump I ran prior to that one, I ran it for a good 5 years and about 40,000 miles before I changed it out. And the only reason why I changed it out was just because I thought it was getting old. But hey, it still runs. The warranty card was still in the box also. So maybe after only being 2 years old, I can still get it exchanged for free. Nope, that would be a negative. Well, since this is going straight to the scrap bin anyways, let's rip it apart and see exactly what failed inside. Using a designated pry bar, carefully bend the crimp in the opposite direction. Oh, well, you get the idea. I never actually had one of these fail on me before. Probably because I've always changed it out within 5 or so years. But those I know who have, the symptoms have always been like a sluggishness on hills or no running at all or something like that. But maybe that'd make a good comment question of the day. Yeah. When your mechanical fuel pump fails, do you get a hard starting in the morning? No running at all? Sluggishness on hills? Or do you get the Mount St. Helens gasoline gusher? Leave your answers in the comments below. Yeah. Well, let me dry this off so we can have a little better look-see here. Yep, you guessed it, two sizable cracks in the diaphragm. That's probably why these are only about 75% effective for a birth control method. I don't know. And while on the subject of fuel pumps here, one last little helpful hint, or maybe it's even the first helpful hint, I'm not sure. But either way, it's a note to self since I'm always forgetting. But if for those of you who have the older 302s or possibly even the 390s with the 15426378 firing order, if you rotate the engine until I want to say diaphragm again, but until the distributor rotor is pointed towards the number 2 to number 6 spark plug wire, that'll cause the fuel pump eccentric that's bolted to the cam to go to a position that's going to put the least amount of pressure on the fuel pump arm, and it just makes it a lot easier to bolt the fuel pump into the block. So yeah, that's about it, and thanks for watching.